Hello everyone, and welcome to my new Let's Play. We're going to be looking at, or let's look at rather, we're going to be looking at Dude Simulator. Excuse me. Now, Dude Simulator is a free roam, well, just pretty much a free roam, go around, have fun kind of thing. I played it a little bit up to this point, so I know generally where some things are. And it's still in development. I think it's pretty early in development, actually. I don't know if it's what the timeline for it is. Controls are pretty basic. WASD moves, mouse wheel moves, different weapons. Right now I pretty much only have my hand for slapping people. And then, well, burping or flatulence. I'm not going to be using that one, though, because if you want to do that, I guess you can download the game yourself. Press E to interact to get in your vehicle, what have you. Now, you could go around being a law-abiding citizen, but that's not as fun, because it's pretty much just do whatever you want to have fun. So my first stop is, of course, going to be the fripping weapon shop. Now, it should be said, you can run over as many people as you want. Not that I advocate running over people, but, you know, in-game, it's pretty darn fun. It's a good way to get money. That is one shortcoming I will say with the game, is the picking up money thing is kind of finicky would be a nice way of putting it, but it's pretty bad. I'll get over that in a minute, but yeah, you can actually talk to people if you wish, just by walking up to them hitting E. I don't think you can talk to the weapons guy back here, but it's pretty simple. If you want to buy a weapon, you can just run up to it. If you have the money, as you can see at the top of the screen, we only have $100, so I can buy either a silly pistol or a couple grenades. The knife doesn't really seem to be worth it. It does like no damage, like very little more than the hands. But for the sake of this, we're gonna buy a grenade, because, you know, they totally sell those at random weapons markets and then around the US. Toss that bad boy in there, and that's just a taste of what you could do. Now, of course, I only have $50 left. He doesn't give a crap, by the way. You could go in there and buy another weapon if you so wished it. But I'm not gonna. So let's say I wanted to go and make some money. Because, yeah, it's kind of important. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, the physics system's a little wonky at times. If you want to run, of course, shift usually does that. It does this as well. There's no point even really trying to slap people to death. It doesn't really work.
Hey, dude.
Yeah, talking is just kind of superfluous unless you are trying to get them to follow you. Normally they will follow you. For what point, I'm not aware. Maybe they'll get into a fight for you if you get into a fight. I don't know. I haven't really tried it. I've only played this for about, I don't know, 10-15 minutes so far. But as soon as I see some money drop, I'll show you the weakness of the looting system so far and why I have a problem with it. It's not a bad system, it's just I kind of wish it was automated a bit. Because right now, it's extremely difficult to pick up the money. I mean, you can, you know, as soon as I can actually... This guy's like Mr. There we go, I was gonna say this guy's Mr. Indestructible here. I don't even know if I can get on top of the car. I've never seen that yet. Curses. This is a problem. Yes, you can use a shopping cart as a vehicle. Well, now that kind of wish Jeez, I'm crow. This thing handles terrible. This is terrible handling. It, like, veers left and right if you even so much as touch the A or D button. Yes, you can run people over with a shopping cart. I don't think it does much damage, though. But then again, I had to run people over multiple times with a car, so I'm not really sure what the damage is on these things. But I really just want to try... Why aren't you dead yet? Kind of silly at this point. And I went through the bottom of the floor. There's a lot of bugs, for the record. Yeah. Curse you. Oh, of course, yeah. Well, I mean, you can kind of just... It's actually not really worth it to try and get into a fight, because more than likely, you're gonna die, yeah. Because I don't think that's really tuned for you to go around trying to get into a fist fight, and I'm in prison. That is also really annoying because it resets the sound volume every time. And you have to wait, and wait, and wait to get outside. And you only have $50 still. At this point, I usually just create a new game just to make sure I get the money again. But yeah, it's I don't want to say it's limited, because it is fun to just run around and do what you want. But let's be honest here, well, I'm just gonna go get a gun and show you it wouldn't be so bad if the looting system wasn't quite so finicky. In practice, it's not that bad. It reminds me of GTA. You know, GTA where the money just kind of flies out. Well, unlike GTA where you can just kind of like, well, just run over it and it automatically picks it up. This one, it doesn't do that. This one, you have to go up to it and, well, target it. This thing's actually pretty good considering it's really cheap. The problem with it is the single time you use a gun and you hit anybody with it, the police show up. And I'm not just talking about like one policeman. I'm talking like a horde of policemen show up. At least they don't have guns. We're like in England or something. They don't have guns here. Or something. I can't see the targeting reticule. Anyway, yeah, if you want to pick that up, you gotta be right in the right spot. I mean, it's really finicky. It's fine. It works decently. That's a policeman, by the way. No, it doesn't make any sense why they look like greasers, but that's what they look like. R is reload, of course. That should be pretty obvious. But, yeah, it's basically just go around and do what you want. I will say one shortcoming, though, because it's an early development. Most everything inside the buildings are, well, empty. You might see some stuff in there, but most of the time, there's like nothing of substance in there, so it can feel pretty barren. Come on, there we go. See, it's really Yep. It's not exactly easy to do that when you get like a horde of policemen chasing either.
Hands up. This is police. Hands up. Hands up. This is police. Hands up. This is police.
It's begun.
This is police.
Yeah. This is only going to get worse before it gets better. I can't pick up... Oh, jeez.
This is police. This is police. This is police.
No, no.
Hey, dude, stop.
Yeah, I'm sure just saying, hey,
Hands up.
dude, to the
Hands
policeman
up.
is going to get him to stop.
Hands up. Fuck. This is hands up.
It's kind of silly when you look at it from an objective perspective.
This is
Hey, a
police.
guy's just kind of looking at the ground.
Stop.
Well, better just
Hands
start
up.
kicking him.
Fuck.
To be fair, I mean, I have just kind of killed a bunch of people in this game, so, I mean, I'll grant him out of ammo. This is great.
This is police.
Obviously, this is the time to make a quick escape, right?
Fuck. Hands up. Fuck.
Can you imagine seeing
This
this,
is police.
walking down the street, a guy on a shopping cart just running from the police, who are all wearing greaser outfits with, like, that? Yeah, can you imagine that? That'd be hilarious. Pretty sure that'd just kill a man, what I just did there. Just ramming my head into the pavement.
Fuck. This is police.
You can actually go surprising in distance out from, like, in the outside town. Excuse me, I never really tried to go as far as I could, but I guess I can try and do that now. By the way, if you'd actually spent the time waiting, you'd came out that front door of that police station, if you were wondering. So yeah, the police station actually does serve a purpose. Man, this thing handles terribly. It does. This thing is... Jeez. Then again, I don't think it's meant to be used as a driving thing. Jeez, I'm crow. The world's tilting. Okay, apparently that's as far as you can go. I never tried to go that far before, but that is how far it can go. Seriously, the world... I'm like having to tilt my head here, trying to not... Why is the world tilting? It doesn't make any sense. Ooh, a bird. Because that's what I should be focusing on right now. A bird. I don't know what happened.
Hands up. Stop. Fuck. This is police.
yeah, it's this is pretty much the extent of what I've found so far. I'm sure that you can make money and actually go and get the AK and the other things. I just haven't found how to do that efficiently yet. I haven't really looked around town all that much, so if you spend a little time looking around, I'm sure you can find it. But for now, it's just a fun little silly thing to play around with. I wouldn't spend a whole lot of time on it myself, but if this game ever does come out, I'm looking forward to seeing how it actually plays and does, and you know, things like that. Oh good, I trapped myself. With a horde of policemen, very slow. Very slowly creeping up on me. What is that over there? I don't even know. I wish I had a car. That's a gas station. Oh good, that does me absolutely zero good right now. Unless there's money in there. Which I doubt. No. It's pretty much always empty inside things. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. I don't really have a whole lot more to add to this, but it's a fun little distraction. It's, well, I'll put it in the description below. It's free alpha down. I think it's an alpha, maybe even pre-alpha state right now, so, you know, keep that in mind. My graphics card is chugging, so I don't know if the high quality is really badly optimized. I'm assuming since it's an early build, it's probably not the best optimized, but it's running pretty smooth on my 980 Ti, so take that for what it means. You might have turned the quality down, but in a game like this, I don't think that's a huge deal. I would recommend turning down the sound, though. It is blaring. At least on my setup it was. So, yep. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully, I shall see you next time. Farewell, everyone. Until then.